Okay, because there's so much packed into the Samsung Galaxy S2 that we've got here, I just wanted to show you quite a few videos demonstrating the device in action. Obviously we know the speed of this particular device and how fast it is. We can do the quadrant test on here to run a benchmark, and you can see how quickly it goes. It already shoots through there. I can run a comparison against another phone, but either way you'll see it does operate extremely quickly indeed, and it will run through the rest of these tests in a moment. The device obviously has got a dual core 1.2 GHz CPU in it. You can see it here doing the frames per second testing, and it will just fly through this. This is actually using an app called Quadrant. It's the free version of Quadrant, which will do benchmark tests on Android handsets. You can run it in comparison with your own phone, and you'll see the difference. This device whizzes through all the tests, as you can see, very, very quickly indeed. And it will produce a benchmark result, which is quite a lot more than most of its competitors. 3,104 in this particular case. It tends to vary every now and then, but so we know it's fast. But the standard sort of things we want it to do, texting, messaging. So I'll just dive into messaging. I'll just hide certain aspects of this. But you can see here I've got a text message trail from my wife, and I've sent her an MMS with a picture of an ice cream. I can just click on play on there and I can see what I've sent her, which is a half-eaten ice cream, should I say. I can go back, and you can see the message that I've sent. This is all my side of the conversation on the right-hand side. If my wife had responded to me, it would have been on the left-hand side. So I can send a text again using the on-screen keyboard, which is here. I will mention in the review that the on-screen keyboard does take a bit of learning. You can use this little microphone down here. Press and hold that. Yes, I agree. And you can speak text messages out like that if you wish. So if you want to send texts in that particular way, in that particular manner, that's no problem at all. You can type out on the on-screen keyboard. But if I put don't you can see how it's guessing words as I type down here. But either way, it's a fairly good on-screen keyboard. The only thing I did find is that when I initially started using this, it took a while for it to learn the words I wanted to put in, and you did have to kind of put them in, save them. It's similar with other handsets, but it just seemed to take slightly longer on this particular device. You can use the paperclip there to attach pictures and turn it into an MMS. Likewise, if this was an email, you could do that. And click on settings there, and you can see this was disabled. I've turned that on. It was disabled out of the box. You can turn on this keyboard sweeping. You can switch to a different type of keyboard. If I was to go back to the main screen here and into settings, I can actually go to, if I just plot this down so you can see what I'm doing, I can go into the language and keyboard, and I can change to swipe. You can see I've got swipes pre-installed on here. We're in English, UK, and I can switch using the select input method to the swipe keyboard. So I'll go back to messaging, which again I'll just hide certain aspects, and then we can tap in here and we'll get the swipe keyboard instead. It just asks you, because this is the first time I've used this, do you want to learn how to do swiping? And I'll just say no thank you, go away. Now to swipe, you just press and keep your finger on the keyboard for the duration of the word. So if I want to type the word let's, I'd go L-E-T-S and just draw out the letters. There you go. Space, go, space, for, space, app, space, drink. So there's various different ways of entering data, and I love the swipe interface. A lot of people sing the praises of swipe. You can also use the text entry system, the audio entry system, to see if it will actually understand my lovely accent. I doubt it very much. Oh, there we go. It's already picked up with text entry system of in the audio entry system to see if you want to understand my I love the accent. If I'd have been thinking about it and spoke slowly and clearly, that would have probably picked up my text message better. So that's the text entry options that are available within the Samsung Galaxy S2. Obviously you can install your own keyboard if you wish. We've got the predictive dial system, which I will have to show you with my finger over the keyboard over the screen in some respects. But if I want to call the answer phone, let's say, I would. Let's have a look. Put my thing. Now, if I want to call the answer phone, I'd type in ANS to start off writing the word answer phone. I'll just hide up the first contact it finds, but ANS. And you can see at the top here, it's kind of guessed that I wanted to call the answer phone with the number there that the answer phone has. If there's two options or multiple contact methods, you have this drop down, you choose that, and it says, in this case, there's only one. But if that person had 2 or 3 contact methods, whether they had maybe a mobile number as well as a mobile, then you could select the one appropriate for your call. So that's a predictive dialer, which I love on Android. And if you don't have it on your Android, you can install free apps to do that. I also wanted to show you the camera, which is just fantastically good. Here's the camera in action. It's a little hard to show you on this video. You can see a picture I've already taken down here. And click on that and it goes into my gallery. I can share that image via AllShare, which is the DLNA system, Bluetooth, Google, messaging, so text messaging, multimedia messaging. I can photo edit it, I can change it around if I want, Picasa, Twitter via Seismic, over the Wi-Fi, or through WordPress, which is an app that I've installed on here. So if I choose the photo editor, I can crop certain aspects of this sort of picture, drag that up there, drag this down here. You can see it's at times it's easy to forget how well and how easily stuff is happening on the screen. So this Galaxy S2 is operating so quickly that you don't even notice any lag or any slowdown. You're doing stuff like this. This is an 8 megapixel shot. I'm just cropping the picture, the image. It's happening bang, bang, bang like that. It's so easy to get stuff done, and you literally don't think about it when you're tweaking around with pictures. You're doing quite intensive stuff that on other handsets there would be a little tiny wait maybe. So you can edit the photo. But let's go back to the photo itself. There's no dedicated camera button on here, so we have to either go into applications and then camera, or you can click the camera icon and sort of drag it onto your main screen so it's easily accessible like that. Go into camera, you can see this nice sunny day on my backdrop today. There's various options on here. Click on options. We have the flash mode, exposure values. We have timers if you want to take a self-portrait, white balance, ISO, metering, anti-shake, auto contrast, blink detection. There's loads of options, GPS tagging, whether you want that on and off, where you want to store the photos. You can switch to the front-mounted camera or the rear-mounted camera there, the flash on or off. We can switch here to the camera, the video mode. Again, that has a different batch of settings. Flash, recording mode, timer, resolution. It's set to 1920 by 1080, which is a full 1080 pixel HD video recording. We have lots of other options, whether you want to review the video quality, where you want to store the video. Obviously, that's another reason why we've got so much internal storage. With 1080p HD video recording, if you don't choose to put your own micro SD card in, then it's going to fill up the storage quite quickly. So that's the camera in action. It's very fast, very quick to take photos. It will focus for you. You can focus on various areas of the shot. I know this is blurring in and out. Sorry about this. It's just because it doesn't like the blackness. But so there's various options in the camera. What else did I want to show you? The Google search, obviously from the main screen here, we have the Google search option, which I will go back to. Now you can either press the microphone and go beer, and it will search for beer. Well, it says, do you mean India? I don't know how India was picked up from there. Do you mean India? No, I meant beer. So it'll do a search for beer, and it will also do a search depending on your location. So depending on what the GPS picks up, it will do a search for beer in your area, possibly choose a pub locally and suggest that. So that's really what I wanted to show you on this particular video. Obviously we've got the voice commands, which I'll show you now. I did show you a little bit in the previous video. We've got the voice command system here, and it will give you a little tutorial. It'll tell you what you can say. You can text people. You can say text Katie, message, so you can give it keywords, open music, use Facebook and Twitter, email people, dial people, write a new memo, play music, stuff like that. So it will it'll do a variety of things, this will. Obviously we've got other features, file manager. Videos, hop straight into your videos. They all share the Keys Air, which I showed you in the previous video, Latitude, task management, a free navigation system, Google Talk, which obviously instant messaging, etc., and the voice talk, the voice search, the voice recorder, which we've shown you, Google Places, the downloads, the photo editor, the video maker. On the first screen we've got those hubs that we showed you, the gallery, which will take you into this gallery system, which is very, very nice. In all new versions of Android, this is really nice to look at, and it tilts with the... I'll just let it load up all the thumbnails, because I think I did show you this on an earlier video, but it takes a short while to load up all the videos. But you can see as I tilt the screen, the pictures tilt as well, like that. And obviously we've rotated it around now, but it does various bits like that. We've got Google Maps, Google Email, the Internet, which I've shown you earlier on, calendar, music, the clock. We can obviously set alarms, create alarms, use the world clock to find out what the time is all around the world. We can, what else have we got on the other? We've got BBC iPlayer. We've got Polaris Office, which is we can create and edit documents on the move. So I'll just register that later. I can click on Add here. I can choose worksheets, i.e. Excel, documents, Word basically, slides, which are PowerPoint, and I can create those on the move. So using my swipe again, I can go, this is my document. And you can create stuff on the go. We can change the text size, we can change the colour of the text, do various bits and bobs like that, and then we can save it and email it on to people. So it's great for working on the go, making quick edits to Word documents, slideshows, presentations, Excel stuff when you're out and about. It's a really good little addition that Samsung have added in there for us. We've got Task Manager, got the FM radio, which you'll need to plug in your headphones as an aerial. Instant messaging, the Samsung Apps application, which actually delivers updates to your firmware too. We've got various applications that Samsung will recommend and have listed here. SBTV for Android, EA Games, Photo Editor. There's various apps that you've already seen, like the Vlingo applications, AccuWeather, which is in the background making those lovely waves, etc. So kind of all these videos that I wanted to include in this review is because there's a lot of stuff in this handset, and it is, to be honest, a fantastic device. There's a lot in this handset. It's very lightweight, it's nice to hold, It's extremely fast. It produces fantastic images off the camera. The HD video recording is utterly fantastic. You will not need to always go to on your holidays or whatever with a HD video camera. This is a utterly brilliant handset, the Samsung Galaxy S2, and read the full review on coolsmartphone.com.